Guys, it's Sarah with Grassroots Evolution Tarot, and I'm here today to bring you a monthly message for the sign of Aquarius for November 2022. Keep in mind it's general, so take what you feel resonates for you, disregard the rest, go about your day, and know that no matter what messages come through, it's still up to you and your active free will, the choices you make, and the steps you take in your world to get whatever fulfillment it is you'd like to see. To me, this is personal freedom, it's personal power, and it's something that lies at the tips of your fingers and the soles of your feet. So use that power to do wisely. For all my subscribers, I love you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you guys for being here. You mean the world to me. And if you're new to my channel, welcome. Thanks for stopping by. If you feel like this resonates and you'd like to see more, please hit subscribe during the journey with me. I'd love to have you along for this ride. Before I get started, I'm just going to take a moment as well to call in spirit and ask Archangel Michael, Archangel Gabriel, and Archangel Metatron, as well as my team of light and any of your spirit guides or my spirit guides that may be here for the highest good. For all of us watching this entire collective, I ask them to join us now. I ask them to guide, guard, bless, and protect myself, this reading, and any of you who would ask for it, to use me as the clearest channel possible, delivering messages that are for the most far-reaching, but again, only top shelf, no second-rate messages, my friends. So know that time is fluid as well, okay? So I have the Mario Dugue Messages of Life Oracle, but I'm putting November on it. But if this resonates for something in the past, something that's going on, it may also resonate. Oh, they want me to take that one. It may also resonate, in a month or so as well. So just take it how it is for you. So we have two messages, and I'm going to take the bottom. The one that needed to come out is the Path of Light. What flipped out is welcoming what flipped out was return to the inner temple, and welcoming happiness was on the bottom. So let's take a look at what this says. Life places the perfect people and situations on my path to help me advance on my journey of inner growth. In spite of all obstacles, I have the courage, I have become aware of my life's experiences, and I study them wisely to improve myself. I choose to grow in faith, and I'm confident that at the end of my road, I will join the light. Very important as well to know that this path, it's not a straight line. And sometimes this path might do a loop-de-loop again. But as long as you keep going forward and learn the lessons that you're meant to learn, you're going to progress. So, the return to the inner temple is also important on this path of light, because it says, I stop destroying myself through negativity and worry. Today I rediscover my inner self in silence and calmly study the lessons life has provided. I cease to panic and no longer imagine the worst before something happens. In harmony and light, I return to the inner temple to discover the richness of each step of my life. And this inner temple, this is found within you. This is this place of quiet contemplation that knows the way, that knows the truth, and the core, what I heard, is of who you are. So along this, we're going to stop destroying ourselves because we are that temple. Look at yourself as the temple. Welcoming happiness as well. Divine love manifesting in me, through me, and around me attracts all that I need for the greatest benefit of my soul. As I work to increase my inner light, I become the emanation of love and joy. Thus I reap the happiness and beauty of all that I've sown. And this brings me back to, I stop destroying myself through negativity and worry, right? The more we do that, we are lessening, what I heard is we're weakening our immune system, and we're lessening that inner warrior within ourselves. We're lessening that inner badass because we're talking badly about ourselves, and we're not going to do that anymore. We're going to come back and treat ourselves like the temple that we are. It's also important here again, I choose to grow in faith, and I'm confident that at the end of the road, I will join the light. In spite of all obstacles, I have courage. What I heard as well is it's going to be very important as well. Some of us, we may worry a lot. What I heard is worry warts. We may have anxiety. There may be a lot of stressful things happening in our world. And what I heard is worrying going to solve it? No. Is it going to help you? Mm-mm. what I also heard is when it says I cease to panic and no longer imagine the worst even before something happens, this is something we have to do consciously. That when we start to get worried, they're giving me the example of somebody's home late, right? They're 10 minutes late and all of a sudden we think they're in the ditch somewhere. And this is where we need to reframe that, because that is some kind of conditioning that has us worried, and it's not helping us here at all. It's not helping to keep ourselves in the light. It's actually dragging us down into the darkness and dragging us into this place of worry where we could end up giving ourselves a hysterical panic attack because we're worried, and that is not the situation. So we're creating false situations in our worlds, and not only that, but we're really weakening our immune system. So, I have the Lord, before I get into the Lord of the Ring Tarot, Spirit's they want me to use the Sacred Self-Care Oracle here by Jill Pyle. So, moving forward, Spirit, what would be one thing? Thank you. So, something to help you transition or move through this, there's a few things. One is use your hands. Keep your hands occupied. So, what I heard is that old saying, idle hands is the devil's plaything. This is also what I heard is if you're quitting smoking as well, or if you're doing something like that. So this could be, she's building pottery here, but this could be cooking a meal. This could be making artwork, drawing. This could be writing. This could be gardening, if you live somewhere warm enough that you can still dig in the dirt, or in that house, getting your house plants ready. There could be so many different things that this pertains to that it's going to be important to use your hands. I heard video games as well because it is keeping you occupied, but what I've also heard is this is something that you are creating. So this is something that you're going to have. Now, if it's something like food or that, you're not going to have it for a long time. But they're also telling me Christmas presents or birthday presents, things like this, that if money's a little bit tight, do something that you can do yourself. Give a handmade gift, because those are very, very special and one of a kind. And this one is beautiful as well. Soak in a bath. Especially I find if you're experiencing worry, if you're needing to calm yourself, have a bath, relax. This could be even before bed. She's got all their crystals in this bath, and the candles. So I think it's also important with the candle to connect with that fire and setting your intentions throughout this bath. That Spirit's going to cleanse you, cleanse your energy, and burn away any negativity in the air. The bottom of the deck I want to show you is look to the stars. For some of you, this could be planetary alignment, as well as what I heard. I heard interstellar breeding. So many of us could be star seeds from different star systems, and we're coming together to create a new breed of star seeds. But this is also, for some of you, this is looking to the astrology, looking to the placements, as well as get your butt outside and look at the stars, because they're absolutely beautiful. They're showing me the moon too, the different stages of the moon. I'm not exactly sure where we are sitting in the stages of the moon right now. If you know, please feel free to drop me a comment. I'd love to know about it. But for some of you, this may be also, if you're needing a little extra guidance, you might want to look up astrology, just to find out what's going on right now and what the guidance towards that is as well. So I'm going to get a little bit of a drink before we get into tarot. And let's see what messages we have. So this is the Lord of the Rings Tarot. It's relatively new to me. But when we saw it, my son was like, Mom, look. And I was like, oh no. And my hubby loves Lord of the Rings too. And I was like, oh. So this is ours. As soon as I say that, we have the King of Swords that comes out too. So this could definitely be you, Aquarius, air sign quality. Could also be a Gemini or a Libra, but I don't really feel like that. I feel like this is you and your mental process and your thoughts. And this is also willing to stand on guard for that. I think it's important, as well as what I heard is no drama, willing to stand on guard for your mental clarity and your thought process is like, no lower energy shall pass. So we also have here the Ace of Wands. There's new growth, a new life, and it is happening in very unlikely places. This currently here doesn't look like it's really hospitable for growth, yet even when there are few resources, it is able to flourish. So there's not a lot of dirt and we have snow, but it's flowering. And this, as well as what I heard, is for some of you, this may be over the winter months. You're really going to bloom. You're really going to be putting in this spiritual work, and you're going to find that when you step into spring, I become the emanation of beauty and joy, love and joy. What I heard is, as well, this seed can't grow into this new thing unless it is taken care of and unless it is loved. Let's find out a bit more here, Spirit. Tell me about this King of Swords with this Ace of Wands. I think there could also be something you've been thinking about for a while, and you're pretty clear on this. What I heard as well is there could be decision. Tell me, please, Spirit, what's going on with this King of Swords with the Ace of Wands? What is your guidance towards this in relation to this reading? Okay. Five of Swords. Oh, that was Five of Swords. Thank you. Dropping stuff. I heard collaboration, okay? You have the Two of Swords here. A lot of mental energy, guys. I see these, it's almost a braid. It's almost interwoven, the thoughts. This could be opinions as well, where you may be really seeing where your thinking has manifested from, or all the different experiences that kind of all sort of interconnected and intersected to come out with this sharp point. That is where I'm really being drawn to. Again, this is about choosing a direction and making a decision. And there is something you guys want. You want to create it. For some of you, I think that this may be that you're going to be, I heard, creating a steady income by something that you do and something that you're passionate about. So what I heard is, for some of you, literally could be like you're knitting or crocheting scarves or hats, something like that. You could be taking a class, and like I heard cooking class or something, and you realize, oh my gosh, this is going to lead you into new career ventures. A lot of it does feel like a distraction, though, for whatever we have on our mind. I'm going to get a little bit more here. Bottom is the Seven of Rings. Okay, so the Moon, which was in reverse, with the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. I'm not going to count those as reversals, but they could be things that are delaying. So there could be things definitely hidden to you, and this is why with this Five of Swords, I take that as confirmation. But with this Five of Swords, it's like you want to make a decision, but as the King of Swords, you want to know all the facts before you go trudging ahead. So, for example, they're giving me like, not an avalanche, they're giving me like mountain climbing or trekking through the mountains. You want to know what the path is, what the terrain's like, what is the weather this type of time of year, what do I need to pack, right? For some of us, what I heard is, as well, is if destroying ourselves through negativity and worry has been something that we've done, this may be like really high functioning anxiety too, is we need to know all the details. We need to plan it out, map it out, because we don't want any surprises, because surprises are hard to deal with. I think some of you as well, this is going to come down to really changing our mind on what we're capable of. What I heard as well is what could actually generate income. I heard as well, like there's a fear to move forward here. Again, I feel like it has to do with because we don't see the whole picture yet. So the Wheel of Fortune, something could be like the universe here too, saying, this wheel, it's not yet time to turn, because we're not done with this cycle. The stars, they're not aligned properly yet. So I'm going to pull a Keeper of the Light Oracle here to see what Ascended Masters are working with us. Capricorn got this too. We have Surface Bay with Ascension. Move into your true self. Rise above the darkness. The light is here. They're showing me here, and I noticed it, but I forgot to say anything. His hand around the horse's face. He's guarding, but he's doing it in a loving way. I think this also is for some of you, if in the past, like what I heard is there could be, like if there's been cutting ways of speaking, right, with these sharp points on here, or if we've been sharp-tongued is what I heard as well. There is a real need to, and quick tongue. I'm a Gemini. My mouth comes out. Sometimes the words come out before my brain even processes. Be like, hey, that's not a good idea. And this is think before we speak. Choose our words carefully. Because what I heard is we don't know how these are going to reverberate. We don't know what this, if when we're talking to another person and we use our sharp tongue, or if there's confusion as well with this Five of Swords. And we're telling people, like this comes down to gossip is what I heard as well. Like if there's confusion in something and we start telling people, we could actually be creating a lot of havoc, right? And I feel like this is just not moving forward until the time is right, and not moving forward until we have all of, not the answers, but we have the details in front of us. So it's also important here, they're showing me with this Wheel of Fortune, just how powerful and important this wheel is to all of these houses in this community as well. I'm going to get a message from the book so I don't miss anything. And this is also like a super cool little book. So the Wheel of Fortune. Wheel. So it says, abundant, fertile, and lively, the Shire is the place where one feels lucky to live. Like the wheel, the Shire moves on its own pace with cycles of life and death and the good fortune to appreciate the time in between. From forgotten pastoralism to forced industrialization, this and back again, the Shire has had its share of upheaval. You are being reminded that even though things may be peaceful at the moment, you never know what tomorrow brings. The only constant in our life is change, and if you have felt displaced, the Shire appears as a reminder that there will be peace again soon. In the reverse, which this did come out, and it just feels like a blockage, it's not time yet. Life is full of adventures. Even if it's hard for you to keep the viewpoint at this moment, you are blocking the energy of the Shire by refusing opportunities and behaving as though there's only one way to live. Get out and explore. You may be delighted by what fate has in store for you. And to me, this also speaks to not moving forward because we don't have all the details, and this where, in some cases, absolutely, you want that, right? If you have to go on a really long road trip, okay, let's say you're going somewhere far away, you want to know where you need to go. But there's two ways to get there, or maybe a couple different ways to get there. It's your choice. Are we going direct route and as fast as possible, or are we stopping along the road to see other experiences? So, for example, for some people, you know, they like to get on the road, and if you're going to go for like 3-hour car ride, it's we get in and 3 hours later we're there. There's no stopping. For some of you, what you're going to get coffee, right? Or maybe you're going to get tea, you're going to use the bathroom, or you're going to stop at a little park because it looked beautiful. And this is really being open to things that could happen to us. And just because we don't see all of the bigger picture at the time doesn't mean something beautiful isn't going to come from this. So let's see what else other Ascended Master comes with us here. Thank you. two of them, and the bottom of the deck is Horus with Cosmic Gateway. And I'm being guided to show you Joan of Arc at the bottom too. Voice your truth. So Horus says, your thoughts are magnetic and powerful. Miraculous changes are appearing. Same with how we talk to ourselves. That's powerful. Stand strong. Focus on your purpose. Release the fear of persecution and speak your truth. For some of you as well, that's what this is. You may have to have a conversation that's going to change some things. You may have to have a conversation of maybe it's about some new venture you have. Spirit saying, let go of the worry of how it's going to be received and just try and deliver it the best way that you possibly can. We have here Lady Venus with downloads and understanding and Master Jesus with forgiveness. So Lady Venus says truths are being revealed. Deep insights are coming from heaven and the astral realm. Forgiveness. You are on the path of light, love, and forgiveness. Father healing is possible at this time. There could be a lot of insights as well as what I heard, like, because this is very masculine energy. This could be conversation with a father figure. This could be stuff that has been hidden from us. This also just could be, there's a lot of things. I'm hearing ourselves as a father as well. But knowing that we're on a path of light. All through these hills. This path of light. Path of light. So I heard the darkness will be illuminated. Truths will come out. You will start to have new understandings, and it's going to be really important for how you apply everything to your journey and how you move forward. So I hope this resonated. I hope that whatever decision-making process that you're coming to, or whatever truths are being revealed here, I hope that it's something, what I heard is that brings you prosperity, but brings you truth, and it's, whatever happens, you look at it as, again, not allowing this worry, and not worrying about what's going to come to light. Again, I think I said this in Capricorn, but it's, when we have worries, is it something I can control? Might have been this one too, but is it something I can control, or is it something that I can't? Because if whatever we're worrying about is outside of our control, we need to let it stay there. So what I'm hearing as well as Archangel Michael might be really helpful as well. You may want to call on him, ask him to help you out throughout this. And sweet treat, indulge, have a treat. Like it says here, it's not necessarily going to be just like baked goods. It could be fruit and things like that. But I also heard blood sugar. Don't let it drop too far. Making sure that you're eating, but also knowing that it's perfectly okay to have a sweet treat every now and then, whether it is something for your mouth actually to eat, or whether you're giving this to someone else. But there's a lot of pleasure in this. So that's the message I have. I hope it resonated. I love you all, and I will talk to you soon. Bye, guys.